Hello and welcome back to the shop. So this series of videos is going to be something a little bit different. This whole thing is going to be a ProQ series, and we're going to go through unboxing to build to different cooks, different setups, and basically we're going to walk through the ProQ range and see what they're capable of. We will be releasing a new video every Wednesday in this series, fingers crossed. But yeah, like I say, it's going to be detailing all of the ProQs, mainly on the bullet smokers. These guys. We're going to build a Ranger because that's all we've got. Everything else we've got is built. But the same concept applies. It's the same build. But most of our cooks will be on our XL demo unit, which is down there. But again, the same thing applies to the cooks, the setup, all of it. So yeah, follow along and see how we get on. So first things first, let's get this Ranger box open and find out how it comes to us out the box. I've already opened the top. So from experience, these are a nice, easy build because the majority of it is already built for you. So first out the box, you've got your setup guide, which details the build and all that sort of stuff. Probably little extras in there as well. Some recipes, going for your first cook, all that sort of thing. Let's move that out of the way. And then next in the box, this one is unique to the Ranger. So it's a handle for, let's move that out of the way, your water pan. The other ones don't have this. I think this is just due to the size. But again, it doesn't mean that anything differs. I think it's just a way of picking up the water bowl when it's piping hot, really. So that's that out the way. Then next we have some more packaging. And then we get down to the lid. So like I said earlier, let's put this over here. Lid comes fully assembled. So you've already got your temperature gauge in there, your top vent handle, and clips and everything on the side for the latches. These also come with a bar in the lid that allows you to hang food. So you can hang whilst cooking in there. The hooks are provided as well. So next layer down, remove that. And the next layer, you have your first stack. So each ProQ is provided with 2 stacks. So that is your first. Again, everything comes on it ready assembled. So your handles are already on there, both sides, your latches, door, all that sort of stuff. All the brackets, these are where your grill grates will sit. And then let's go to the box again. So next layer down, you've got your first grill grate and your second grill grate. So you've got 2 sets of grill grates. Like I said, you get 2 stacks of these. So put them on there. And then you can remove your second stack. So there is your second stack. So far we have removed 1 stack, 2 stacks, grill grates, lid, and the water pan and handle. Then just left at the bottom. Move these tucked away. This is the base of the barbecue. So this is where your feet will bolt onto. Tucked away. Okay. So yeah, this is the base of the barbecue. So your feet will bolt into these holes, which I will show you shortly. Let's put that over here for now. And in the bottom, you've got your fire basket, which sits in the base of this. Be much easier to see when we've got the legs on. And then you have your box of legs. So I'll get this undone, sorry, and we'll get the legs on and show the build. So here we have it, that's the box open. So like I said, you've got your legs in there, we'll unpack that shortly. Screw for one of the legs. And we also have the hooks that I mentioned previously for in the lid, but I'll show you that again in a few minutes. Let's get these legs unwrapped and show you how to put them on. So this is how the legs come out the pack. So they're already screwed together. You just have to unscrew these. They come labelled as well. This is the top part of the leg, which I'll show you in a sec. But yeah, all you need is a Phillips screwdriver. Unscrew those, and then we can attach them. So the easiest way I've found to do these is on the bottom. You get yourself a flat surface, and if you adjust the bottom vents, they become a stand for the bottom bowl where you haven't got any legs on it. And that enables you to hang the first little legs, or the location holes, over the edge of a unit, and gives you easy access to putting these in. So we've unscrewed it, taken the screws out. So you've got your leg, the inside bracket, and the 2 screws. So what I normally tend to do is put your first screw through the top part, and that enables you to locate in there. And then if I just grab the bracket, not very easy one-handed, but yeah. So bracket, and you can finger tight locate that on the top part. So this sits at the top of the fireball or the bottom of the barbecue. So you've got one in there, and that's just your top screw. And then you have another one down here, which you can push through. And then that enables you to locate in the bottom there, and then just finger tight, that should catch the thread. Fingers, and that is it. That is all you have to do. Do that 2 more times, and you've got your 3 legs on there, and just make sure you tighten these up with a screwdriver. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get these legs on, and then we'll show you what the next step is. And there we are. All 3 legs now on. So they're all screwed through the bottom, top, on all of them. And that enables it to stand as it is, making sure these top parts are always at the top. And whilst you're in here, it also gives you a chance to check to see if these are all tight. They might have wiggled loose in transit. So give them a tighten up. Not too tight, because you don't want to be over tightening them and snapping any bolts or making it impossible to move the vents. Just nice so there's a little bit of friction, but not so they're flopping around everywhere. And that is your bottom level built up. So with that built, the next bit would be to put your fire basket in, which sits on those locating tabs on the brackets you just secured the feet to. One of the nice features about these is that if you see these cutouts on both sides, that enables you to fit the grill grates in there, and that locates. So if you're going camping, you only want to use the top and the bottom section, your grates sit nicely on that, and you've got direct grilling right above the coals, so you can bank it to one side. you've got a little camping grill, which would look like this. And that's that. Like I say, that would allow you to take it camping. Bank your coals to one side, you've got your direct and indirect sides on there. Right, so that removed, you can then add your first stack. So on the bottom of these stacks, I'll show you on this one, you can see it's slightly lipped. What that does is sit inside the bowl, and you've got your two locating clips, latch on, and same on that side, latch on, down. That then enables you to put your water pan in, like that. And you can remove your handle. Like I say, that handle is only on the Ranger. But then, people, or the booklet says to use water in this. Most people don't, I don't personally. I'd wrap this in tin foil or use some sort of sand to act as a heat deflector instead. But that is in there for low and slow stuff, or anything where you don't want direct heat. And then your fire basket sits underneath. So you have your coals in here, your water pan in there, and then your first grate locates on these tabs just here. There's 3 of those, and then that sits on there, like so. And that is your first level for cooking. And then once you've got that, you repeat the process. So again, lip sits inside the barbecue. You've got your locating pins on there, which again, latch over, push down, locks in place. Latch over, push down, locks in place. And then second grate can go up there. So you'll see there's no water pan in this one. So your water pan sits in the bottom one, and you've got the first grate and your second grate. And then the lid, which again has the same lid and sits on top there. And then again on the lid, locks in place. Locks in place. And that is your ProQ built. You've got 2 temp probe ports, so you can slide your temp probe in there and they can sit at great level. So you see there's your temp, there's the inlet for it, and it sits just next to your grate. You've got your 2 access doors. One's brilliant for topping up charcoal or chucking chunks of wood in there. And you've got another one which looks at the first layer, first cook level above the water pan. 2 handles down that side. You've got your 2 handles down that side. You can see all the dust and polystyrene on it in a minute. We'll get that clean up. And then your handle and temp gauge on top. Now, I don't think there's much else to tell. So obviously these are your inlet vents and then your exhaust vent on the top there. Again, got these tabs on these so they don't get too hot. Same on the handles here. I'll just put that down on the floor over here. And that's it. That is your ProQ Ranger, but the same applies for the Frontier and the XL. It's just a bigger base or a bigger model. And that is it built, ready for you to get cooking on. So there we go. First episode of the ProQ series done. And it was the build of the Ranger. Like I say, that build applies to the Ranger, the Frontier, and the XL. They all build exactly the same. The main bit is put the legs on, and then you can stack it as you go. And then when they're at that point, when they're fully built, you can then start cooking. So the next video is I'll show you how we set them up, how we get the coals going, all that sort of stuff, regulating temperature, and then we'll start getting into some cooks and different techniques of cooking on these. But like I say, most of our cooks, or all of our cooks, will be on the XL, just because that's what we've got as a demo already. But the same concept applies to all of them. So yeah, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. We've had a few requests now for the ProQ videos, so we're here, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.